Welcome back to the sanctuary of whatever you need, the digital observatory where we do not merely glance at the headlines, we dissect the emotional anatomy of the stars who create them. We are here to listen to the whispers that occur between the lines of a script and to decode the silence that lingers after the director calls cut. Today, we are turning our lens toward a figure known for his stoicism, a man who has mastered the art of privacy as well as he has mastered the art of acting. Çağatay Ulusoy. For years, he has remained a fortress of silence, carefully guarding his thoughts on his co-stars, but recently, that fortress lowered its drawbridge. The words he spoke about Demet Özdemir have not just caused a stir, they have divided the landscape of social media and ignited a wildfire of rumors that refuses to be extinguished. Were these phrases merely the polite praises of a colleague, or is there a tectonic shift occurring beneath the surface of their professional relationship? Before we unravel the mystery of the set of Esref Rüya, I need you to solidify your place in our community. Press that subscribe button to ensure you are always part of the conversation, and activate the notification bell so the truth reaches you first. Furthermore, for those who wish to support independent, high-quality storytelling that digs deeper than the tabloids, I urge you to click the Join button. Your membership is the lifeblood of this channel. Now let us analyze the statement that changed everything. There are certain statements in the world of celebrity culture that do not reveal their true weight the moment they are spoken. Rather, they are like seeds that require the passage of hours to germinate, to spread, and to eventually bloom into the center of public attention. Çağatay Ulusoy's recent commentary regarding Demet Özdemir is the perfect embodiment of this phenomenon. Ulusoy, who has historically maintained a disciplined distance from the press, avoiding hyperbolic comments about his co-stars and choosing his words with the precision of a surgeon, broke his characteristic silence this week in a way that has shaken the foundations of celebrity gossip. This was not the standard, rehearsed compliment about a good actor or a pleasant working environment. No, this statement contained hidden frequencies, emphasized words, and a specific vulnerability that did not escape the watchful eyes of viewers and commentators alike. The phrase that has everyone talking, the phrase that has become a cipher for fans to decode, is simple yet profound. I am motivated. This declaration did not emerge in a vacuum, it arrived at a moment when the narrative tension was already reaching a fever pitch on the set of Esref Rüya. Since its very first episode, Esref Rüya has been a project that has generated a unique frequency of buzz, not solely for its intricate storyline, but for the palpable, almost dangerous chemistry between its leads. In this series, starring Demet Özdemir and Çağatay Ulusoy, the fictional world and the reality of the actors seem to be merging, growing more intense with each passing chapter. But it was the latest episode, specifically the escape scene, that served as the catalyst for this new reality. This sequence, performed by Demet Özdemir entirely without the safety net of a stunt double, was one of those rare, transcendent moments that alter the trajectory of a production. As soon as the footage aired, the digital realm was flooded with praise, clips were shared millions of times, and critics were forced to take note. However, the true turning point was not the scene itself, but Çağatay Ulusoy's reaction to it. Why did the phrase, "I'm motivated," generate such a seismic response? Çağatay Ulusoy's full quote about Demet Özdemir quickly became the most dissected topic in the industry. Demet is constantly reinventing herself with her acting. Watching her motivates me. At a cursory glance, one might dismiss this as a simple, sincere professional courtesy. However, when we place these words under the microscope of Ulusoy's history, the significance deepens. Firstly, Çağatay Ulusoy is a man who typically speaks with a cool detachment about the actors he has worked with throughout his illustrious career. He is professional, but rarely effusive. Secondly, the admission of being motivated by a peer is a rare confession of vulnerability in an ego-driven industry. It implies that he does not just see her as a co-star to be managed, but as a muse who is actively pushing him to be better. This statement revealed that Ulusoy views Demet Özdemir not merely as a successful colleague, but as a force of nature that is reshaping his own approach to the craft. Let us take you inside the set to understand the atmosphere that birthed these words. According to exclusive information leaking from the production team of Esref Rüya, Demet Özdemir's performance in that escape episode did not just captivate the audience, it silenced the crew. Although a professional stunt double was on hand, ready to take the falls, Özdemir's insistence on performing the stunt herself initially sent waves of surprise through the team. The scene was grueling. Despite repeatedly falling onto hard surfaces, performing strenuous physical movements, and pushing her body to its absolute limit, her commitment never wavered. She did not complain about the bruises blooming on her skin, she did not ask for a break. This raw, unfiltered dedication generated a quiet, reverent admiration on set. It is said that this specific atmosphere was the direct trigger for Çağatay Ulusoy's statement. Witnesses claim that during the filming of that scene, Ulusoy was not in his trailer or checking his phone. He was glued to the monitor, watching the recording with an intensity that unnerved those around him. When the director finally called cut, Ulusoy reportedly did not speak for quite some time. He simply stood there, nodding slowly, a smile playing on his lips, a smile of recognition, of respect, and perhaps of awe. Let's pause right here, whatever you need, family. We often talk about chemistry on screen, but true chemistry comes from mutual respect off-screen. Çağatay's admission that Demet motivates him is a huge compliment. Have you ever had a person in your life, a friend, a partner, or a coworker, who pushed you to be better just by being themselves? I want to hear your stories of inspiration in the comments below. And if you are loving the deep dive into the dynamics of Esref Rüya, please smash that like button and consider hitting join to help us keep bringing you these exclusive insights. The question haunting the gossip columns is one of timing. Why did Çağatay Ulusoy choose to speak out precisely now? He could have remained silent as he always does. According to sources close to the actor, this statement was neither a spontaneous slip of the tongue nor a calculated public relations strategy designed to boost ratings. On the contrary, it is said that these thoughts were the result of a dam-breaking, feelings of professional admiration that had been building for months simply surfaced spontaneously after witnessing that scene. A member of the production team summed up the situation with a quote that gives us chills. Çağatay isn't easily moved, he has seen it all. But that day he was. After Demet's scene ended, everyone was silent for a while, but he was the most silent of all. Naturally, social media has become the battleground for interpreting these words. Çağatay Ulusoy's statement was quickly dissected by thousands of users, drawing various and conflicting interpretations. While some pragmatic users considered this statement a high-level professional compliment, others sought a deeper, more romantic meaning between the lines. Comments flooded in. This isn't just a compliment for a colleague, this is how a man speaks when he is captivated, wrote one user. Another added, it says a lot when an actor of his caliber says he feels motivated by another actor, he is putting her on a pedestal. The sentiment that the chemistry on set is palpable even from here became a trending topic. These comments further amplified the debate surrounding the series, transforming Esref Rüya from a TV show into a cultural event. Fan accounts in particular seized upon the "I'm motivated" quote, sharing it repeatedly, turning it into a slogan for their partnership. And how did the subject of this praise, Demet Özdemir, receive these words? Sources tell us that Demet received this statement with a profound sense of pride. It is not every day that a peer of Ulusoy's standing offers such vulnerability. It is said that the beautiful actress told her inner circle, "Hearing this from such an actor is very valuable to me." This reaction aligns perfectly with the trajectory of her career. Demet Özdemir is known to have always preferred projects that challenge her, that advance her acting range beyond the romantic comedies that made her famous. Esref Rüya is the clearest example of this strategic preference. The scenes without stunt doubles, the raw emotions, the physical toll, it is all part of her mission to reinvent herself, just as Çağatay noted. So we are left with a fascinating dynamic. A stoic actor who found his voice through admiration, and a determined actress who found her strength in the challenge. Esref Rüya continues to be the canvas where this art is being created, but the picture being painted behind the scenes is becoming just as compelling as the one on screen. Çağatay Ulusoy has spoken, and in doing so, he has raised the stakes for everyone. Thank you for exploring this hidden layer of the industry with us on Whatever You Need. If this analysis opened your eyes to the depth of their bond, please share this video with your fellow fans. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit join to support the channel that gives you the story behind the story. Until next time, keep watching the details.